guys? Kempo back here. Just doing a quick update today. I'm on my way to work, incredibly busy as usual. Pretty much ticking all the boxes in my life, but finding a new balance because at my main job I've been incredibly busy. It's just been absolutely crazy at work, working full time, and then trying to balance that with my new job, which is a goal I've just smashed. Very, very proud of myself, already celebrated, and straight into it now is becoming a boxing coach. I was a support coach for a long time and just training and helping out once a week, and becoming a coach now and actually be able to call myself a coach in a sport I love. Help training people, not just kids or anything. It's actually training adults for fights, and that's been a goal of mine for quite a while now. I wanted to be involved in the sport. I thought when I was younger I wanted to actually fight, and I have done a lot of sparring matches, a lot of competitions and stuff, but I've actually realized right now I'm a bit older, not old, but a bit older. I'm married and we're trying to get a house. My wife is kind of was just training for a fight. You need to put a lot of time in, and I already work full time as it is. And if I train every night as well, then I'd be taking away from her. I'm not a professional fighter. It'd be amateur, so it'd be a choice to do that. And I'd rather spend time with my wife before we have kids. But it was still an agreement of ours if I can be a coach. So it puts money and food on the table for us, whilst being part of the sport. It's something I'm incredibly proud about, because I love combat sports. I've been a combat sports nut for years. That's part of who I am, and it's just finding that new balance now between full-time work, working, coaching, and being a husband, being a family member to I've got quite a bit of family, so being a family member to them and trying to still see my friends and still get time for myself and exercising. So it's still a big balance act right now, and that's what life is balance, and it's forever changing, so you're forever trying to keep the scales forever balanced. Balance. So that's kind of what's going on right now, and so my creative side's kind of not lacking, but has been a little bit put onto the side. Like my comic book I've been wanting to write, my Spider-Man fan fiction Elseworld story has kind of been put to the side right now, and I haven't even touched that pen in a while. I have been touching the pen for writing out classes for boxing, and that's kind of been very fun to do. And I haven't had much time to actually sit and write out comics. I write out my comic story, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is, and I'm still expressing my creative side through making videos and making classes, I guess. But it's still a goal of mine to finish that comic and be a comic book writer. I'd still be able to call myself that, because that's one thing I've learned in life, is that you're not just one thing. Even though when people keep trying to tell you that you need to be this person, this job title of yours, you need to be this person only, you don't have to do that. Everyone is more than just that. You're more than just your job. As much as you love your job, you can definitely keep that as a title, but that's not all who you are. You're a family member, you're a creative person, you're a sportsman, you can be many things, as long as you're able to balance it. And that's what I've been trying to do right now, trying to balance out my new schedule and still smash these goals I want. Like, have those boxes I've been talking about, like my fitness side. I'm driving down a little bit, but my fitness goal, I would like to put on a couple of kilos of muscle. I'm not skinny, I'm not fat, I'm actually pretty fit where I am now, but I wouldn't mind putting on a bit more lean muscle, keeping that fitness up. That's a bit of a goal of mine. Boxing, I'm now keeping that coaching going and still being involved. I've already got there with my goal, and I want to keep smashing that, keep working hard and be best I can be in that. Creative side, I want to keep making YouTube videos at least a couple to 3 times a week, putting videos out. Regardless of viewership or anything, it's it's a way for me to express myself, get my words out, and just blurt everything out, because I'm one of those people that I do like chatting about my passions, but I'm always conscious about, oh, do they actually want to listen to it? At least it's in video. I get everything out. I express my full feelings out through at least, if anyone watches it, through you. So that's my creative side there, and I would like to continue to write. I want to get back and finish that comic book when I can, and then every now and then draw, because that's still something I like to do. But writing is my passion when it comes to creative and expressing myself through a video format. Family-wise, I've just continued being. I've spent so much time with my nieces and nephews and my brothers and sisters and in-laws. Just continued doing that. I just got back from a camping trip with my in-laws, and family-wise, with my wife, we're going on a trip in 2 weeks, just us two, down to Franklin River. That should be a good time for us, and I've spent quite a bit of time with her, and constantly being together and be able to treat her, because with the money I'm making with the boxing, I'm actually putting aside to give her presents and spend time with her, which is good. So things are coming together. There's still some hurdles, we're getting there slowly, but we're very happy right now. It's been great. I think that's the main stuff. We're just saving up money for the house, but every now and then we're going to treat ourselves. So Christmas is coming up. I've got a whole birthday and present list for Christmas, and it's just absolutely crazy. This is the crazy season, and I just got to keep going, keep it up as far as you can. And that's the thing with everybody, is that sometimes it can get quite hectic. Schedules get quite crazy, or if they're not crazy, it just depends on your life. For me, because I've got a large family, I'm very ambitious as well. I like to try to keep working and smashing goals. I get over busy sometimes, and that can be detrimental. But that's where the balance comes in. Is where sometimes my wife reminds me, "Hey, look, you look like you're doing too much here. You look stressed. You need to just pull back, dial it down a little bit, and learn it, and be able to say no to things." When people ask you, "Can you do this? Can you do that?" To say no, like, "Hey, look, I can't do that." Even if it's family and friends, and you hate saying no to people, just to be like, "Hey, look, I can't do it this time. I need to look after myself here." And that's it. At the end of the day, you are all these different things, but you owe it to yourself to be able to look after your body, look after your mental state. If you want to be able to read and relax, do that. If you need to play games, don't worry about that. Selena says, if you want to play games, find time to it. There's always, sometimes you get too caught up in everything you're doing. You need to do things, but you can actually just set aside time. So, hey, look, I'm going to take an hour or half an hour, either early in the morning, I'm going to get up earlier and just do me for an hour, or at the end of the day, between when I get home and have to spend time with my family or do chores, put half an hour to an hour where I can just exercise, or just come home and just relax. You owe it to yourself to do that. You can't be 100% giving to everyone else. You do need to refill the energy pot so you can give to others. And that is something I've been learning over time, is that it's okay to be selfish at times. That's okay. So really, that's the update for me. I've just mostly been very busy. I was covering a lot of classes, boxing and working, and trying to spend time with my family. So my next goals, yes, I've already brought it out fitness-wise, put on a couple of kilos, hit the gym hard, and still keep my fitness up. Boxing, and then boxing-wise, keep coaching, really make my name for myself in coaching, and actually still keep my skills up and keep learning. Creative-wise, smash videos out, finish that comic book I want to write, and continue writing classes and thinking of new ways to express my passion through that. Family-wise, keep doing what I'm doing, keep seeing family, get those presents out for the rest of the year so I don't have to stress about that. Wife-wise, just make sure I've spent plenty of time with her, buy a present every now and then, show her that you love her, and go on that trip. To myself, I need to make sure I'm happy, I'm not too stressed, I'm getting plenty of sleep, getting plenty of time to relax myself, and I'm doing it. Keep reading books, keep reviewing, and smash life, because it can get stressful at times. Yes, it can, but at the end of the day, look, you only get one shot at this. Figure out a way. There's always a way to balance your life out. I know I'm privileged in certain ways, and I know I'm privileged in the position I am, but recognizing your privileges and your downsides is good, because once you recognize your whole situation in reality is when you can start changing and adapting to what suits you and what you love, and not just doing something you hate, doing something because either you have a good reason to do it and that makes you happy, or doing it because it genuinely makes you fulfilled and you want to do it each day. Like, I love my job. I love my job, both my jobs. I love both my jobs, and I figured out a way to make that work. And that's what I do. And I love my family, I love my friends, and I love my passions. And that's my life, and I want to keep that my life. Yeah, just a little bit of splurging out there, guys. But that's all from me. Thank you as always, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.